like one of their big benefactors or donators or boosters had one of their children die in a drowning accident. So he made a stipulation that says, hey, I'll cut this X number of check, and as long as all graduating students have to pass a swimming test.
Really?
Isn't that random?
That's so random.
Yeah. Speaking of random, I, as a detective, as a sleuth, as a intrepid journalist, found a list of the fake classes that were being offered at UNC Chapel Hill. Would you like to hear them?
Yes, please.
First one. This is a relatively new one in the new media department. Netflix Theory and Practice 202.
A class on Netflix?
Yeah, doesn't it seem pretty easy?
Well, yeah.
Nice. Next one up, 304 class. Strategic Angry Birds 304.
Oh, there's a class on a video game.
Yeah, and see, I think I would maybe get a B+ out of that because some of the Angry Birds, as it gets up there in levels, gets kind of hard.
Yeah, I was really good at Angry Birds.
Now,
shockingly enough.
Now, are you talking about the actual game, or are you talking about the East Texas, just take a shotgun, what's a bird shot outside your window and just shoot at crows?
I'm talking about the game that was on your phone.
Next class, Intro to Ladies 109.
Intro what?
Intro
Pilates?
to Ladies 109.
Pilates.
No, ladies.
Pilates?
Ladies.
Ladies.
Ladies, like Ladybird.
What does that even mean?
Intro to Women 109. How about that?
Why do you need an intro to women? What do you need an intro to man?
No. Hey, some guys come out of high school are pretty awkward.
That's fucktarded, dude. That's stupid. An intro to women class?
Yeah.
I can't even believe that's real. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Really?
These are all fake,
Still, it's stupid. I can't believe that.
Would you have taken an intro to men class?
I don't know. It depends on what the class structure was like.
A lot of gas, a lot of chili, a lot of football talk.
Then yeah, probably. I could do it at the gas part, but maybe I could hand out some Tums in advance of the class or something.
All right, and the last fake UNC Chapel Hill class, Autographs for Money 410 with a lab.
That's not really anything. No, you're lying.
Best holiday sports matchup, and this comes of me and Nick. We were talking. He came down and visited. We went out for a beer. We talked about what is the best matchup of sports and a holiday. Because I was thinking when March Madness overlaps with St. Paddy's Day, that's pretty awesome. Football, Thanksgiving, that's traditional. NBA, Christmas. We all know the NBA season doesn't really matter until Christmas. Bowl games, NHL Winter Classic, where those Yahoos play outside for some reason. That happens on New Year's Day.
That's fun.
Some might consider baseball opening day a holiday. I don't. It is kind of neat.
I don't.
Yeah. But I guess that lines up with like Arbor Day or something. Sure. All right. So, Claire, in your opinion, what is the best one? Or can you brainstorm some other ones?
Well, of course, it's going to have to be football on Thanksgiving because football is just my favorite sport. And Thanksgiving, those are people I don't watch football with. Those are people I don't really even eat meals with until that one day a year. So, yeah, it's usually pretty badass. And, of course, I do enjoy basketball on Christmas Day. But, honestly, you know what I do like? I like the summertime, and I don't even know which tournaments they are. But whenever it's just the beginning of summer, and there's like Wimbledon on at the same time, and then there will be like golf tournaments in the afternoon and taking a nap.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and
that's
I
a
love
good one.
that time of year.
Father's Day and U.S. Open, I think.
Yeah. That's a good one. It just feels so nappy. It's so perfect. Yeah. Good nap scenarios.
Yeah. I think New Year's Day had it back when all of the Rose Bowl and all of the big major bowls were on New Year's Day. Like, it was a big deal. But now, since they're all spread out for like a 3-week stretch, and the national championship game isn't till like 10 days after New Year's, so it's like whatever. That really waters it down. I think you're right with the football and Thanksgiving. That is usually number one, especially since they went to the 3-game format. We just had football all day, which is awesome.
It's so great. It's so great.
But
you're prepping your meal, and then football's on, and then like the first half of the second game, you're still preparing everything, setting the table, and football's on. And then you watch the second half of the second game while you're eating, and then when you're done eating, you lay on the couch and you're all fat and bloated, and you watch the third one, and everyone kind of naps in and out, and they have pie, and life's happy and American and gluttonous, and it's pretty awesome.
Well, some of us are fat and gluttonous before we start eating.
Well, sure, some of us are.
Yeah. But this is a tough decision because the original one I brought up, March Madness on St. Patty's Day, is glorious when it lines up perfectly. So especially when it lines up with the early rounds. So you got your Coppin State upsetting 2-seed Kansas, and then you're out at the Irish bar. You're having a couple libations and celebrating the greatness that is the Irish people. And maybe you got a wager to go down. I don't know. Plus it's springtime. The snow's going away. I know you don't get snow. So it just seems like a great triage of things coming together to make one great day or segment of time.
I guess. I've never really been that huge into college basketball, I'll be real honest. So, I mean, I do like hanging out and watching the tournament, but it's not ever been an occasion to like go out and party. Yeah. I don't know. It just doesn't really excite me to that degree, but maybe it could. Maybe I don't have friends that are excited to that degree by it. That could be it too.
Well, now, do they have the 12th man in Aggies basketball too?
The 12th man? No, they do not have the 12th man in Aggie basketball.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because does that even make sense?
I feel like that would definitely be a technical foul.
That would be a problem. It's against the rules, I'm pretty sure.
But you're not excited about former Texas A&M Aggie basketball players like Antanas Kaviluskis?
DeAndre Jordan?
Bernard King, that's a name. DeAndre Jordan, I guess, sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all right. They're good. I like basketball. I don't like it like I like football. I just don't.
AC Law the Fourth. Hello.
Yeah, okay. I mean, it's great, but basketball will never mean as much to me as football does. It just won't.
Mike Carter.
I don't know.
Winston Crite Jr.
Are we still naming off Aggies who play basketball?
David Holmes.
Sure.
Actually, the last three I was just making up names.
Oh, okay.
All right,
well, you got me there.
All right, so what's your vote on best holiday sports matchup?
Thanksgiving and football.
I think I have to go Thanksgiving football too.
It's the best.
I think it also helps that it's coming up, and now just thinking about turkey and in 5 weeks, 4 weeks, it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah. Football.
Yeah. All right, so
holidays.
diverting off, what's your typical Thanksgiving? What's your usual setup? What's on the table? Who's around the table? What you got?
Oh, man, mine's easy breezy. My mom, she lives like in a 55 and older community, so that's nice. And we just go over there. My sister and my sister's husband and my niece go over there to my mom's house, and then we all just hang out and eat turkey and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Watch football. Yeah, it's easy breezy. Now, how about you guys?
How does your mom get into a 55 and older community when she's only 46?
I know.
That's what I want to know. And what's going on?
She doctored the documents.
She's robbing from the grave.
Something like that, yes.
For us, it's pretty easy. Go to the wife's family. They got a big family. Usually get together and just eat turkey, gluttonous, all that stuff. Except they're really big about Christmas. Like their side of the family's Christmas is just a legendary, debaucherous time. And yeah, it's good stuff. That's all I got.
It is. Christmas is always bigger around my house too, but Thanksgiving, yeah, it's just not. It's mellow. Thanksgiving's mellow. I like Thanksgiving.
Speaking of not mellow, and going on with our whole news segment thing, we're trying out new things, Claire. This is good. It's like you eating broccoli.
I like broccoli. Don't you dare accuse me of not liking broccoli.
Don't you dare accuse me of not. All right, so pick 6, which Claire and I each pick 3 games against the spread, complete degen style. Tell you who's going to win, why, and by how much. You can take it to the bank, but not really. And entertainment purposes only. I got my 3 picks. They are beautiful. They are gorgeous. Claire, what are your 3?
You go first. All
right, so my first one takes place on Saturday. Navy versus Notre Dame. They're getting 15 points. And the poor Irish. We didn't bring this up. Your prediction almost came through. The Irish almost upset Florida State.
I know. I so wanted to talk about that too. Oh my God, that was so important to me, and it almost happened. Okay, sorry.
So if they weren't so blatant with the pick play, David Robinson's kid could have scored, and that kid who's dating the porn star could have just rode off into the sunset, all happy and stuff.
Yeah, and it didn't happen because they just they wanted to screw me over. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, but it couldn't have happened to nicer people. I mean, Florida State, Jameis, Jimbo Fisher, Carlos Williams, they're all good people, right?
Oh, are they? Sorry, I've got some drama going on.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Dogs.
Apparently, Harold doesn't like my pick.
Floyd,
damn it. I knew it was like an old person's name.
Floyd, good Lord, man.
All right, so Floyd does not like my pick. So Navy plus 15 versus Notre Dame. Irish are only 4-3 against Navy since 2007. I like it. I like that Notre Dame is on the road. 15 points is a lot. I think Notre Dame will still win, but I could see it being like a 21-14 sort of deal. So 15 is a lot. Take it to the bank. Plus, defending the triple option is a bitch anyways.
Okay, that sounds good to me. This is actually quite new to me. I've never really done like picks with a spread and stuff like that. So it sounds good to me. We're just going to have to go with what I think happens. I don't know. Like this Florida State Louisville game, that's what I've been looking at.
Florida State -6.
Oh, I saw -4.5.
Oh, okay. That's even better.
But do I want to take that?
I don't know. Do you think Florida State will end up winning by more than 4.5 points? Like, do you think they're better than a touchdown at Louisville?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Lock it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I picked one. I picked a game. Florida State by 4.5.
This segment is going very smooth. This is also an introductory class at UNC. Intro to Sports Degenning 205 or something.
I want to be good at this. I want to know how to do it.
Trust me, it's frustrating, and you'll probably break even at best, but it's still entertaining and a lot of fun. Oakland plus 15 at Seattle is my next pick.
So you think Seattle's going to win by over 2 touchdowns?
No. I think Oakland is going to lose by less than 15 points. So this is introduction 109. So the Raiders going up to Seattle. Seattle's offense ain't nothing to write home about. Cam Chancellor has been dinged up on defense. I know Dana's going to kill me, but I don't care. I still think Oakland is going to lose. I think Seattle's going to win. But I think it's going to be an ugly, probably low-scoring game. Seattle's offense can't really get anything going, and they lose Percy Harvin. Marshawn Lynch is pissed off, so he ain't about that action boss anymore. The best offensive weapon now is Russell Wilson running the ball. That ain't going to last. Oakland coming in. Derek Carr looks legit, but everything else around him is garbage. But I don't think they're worse than 2 touchdowns, even up versus the real 12th man, Claire. And I could see this being like a 20 to 7 game. Seattle wins, and Oakland 15 points. Take it to the bank. Booyah!
Okay, this whole 12th man thing is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just say that. I think it's stupid, and I hate it, and it's dumb. But I think you're probably right. I mean, Oakland gives everyone, not everyone, but most games, you can count on Oakland for a good fight. They're ultimately going to lose against 9 out of 10 opponents, but they don't always roll over and die. So I could see them being within the 15 points, and I'm gonna agree with you.
Awesome. What's your next pick?
Well, I was actually, this one should be interesting, I think.